Magandang hapon mga kababayan, punong-puno po ang ating programa ngayong hapon. We're also highlighting some Filipinos in the Grammys, brought to us by Pacific Rim Videos, adding on the red carpet segment. Also, we're going to have our real estate segment with Mia McLeod, and she's going to be talking to us about the different kinds of property sales, from standard sales to short sales and foreclosures. And that's all today on Kababayan LA. Pero bago ang lahat, umpisahan naman po natin sa pakikibalita.
Pinoy na Pinoy, Weekend Balita.
So many news to discuss, so little time. Just reminding everyone na kung meron pa po kayong gustong alamin ng mga detalye, makukuha niyo po yan sa Balita and also online sa kanilang Balita website and also US Asian Post. Meanwhile, joining us via Skype today on the show is Ronnie Ligo, their editor-in-chief. Magandang hapon sa iyo, Ronnie.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Alam po natin na ang buong kabayanan po ng Amerika kahapon ay nanonood po sa speech ni President Obama. Pero dito po sa parte natin sa Southern California, meron din pong isang nangyari. Of course, alam po natin na yung pag-aresto or paghahabol dun sa ex-cop na si Dorner, na kung saan mukhang hopefully that the incident yesterday already ended this episode.
All right, Ronnie, this is the most passionate speech ever, they're saying, of President Barack Obama. 68 standing ovations. What were the salient points from that speech?
Of course, para sa ating mga Pilipino, tsaka ibang mga Asians at lahat po na nakikinig kahapon, ang immigration reform po ang pinakamahalaga at sana po matuloy na po itong immigration reform na lahat po tayo umaasa, even from especially the Asian Justice Group. They're saying that hopefully that immigration reform will take place and reunite our families. Not only that, invite the most intelligent na nag-aaral po dito sa Amerika and also from the other parts of the globe para po dito mag-generate ng jobs at hopefully ang Amerika ay maging isang robust economy na naman in the near future.
Okay, so immigration reform, gun control by forcing Republicans to vote on the bill, troop drawdown despite North Korea's nuclear tests. Those were the three main points that the president discussed in his speech last night. How did the Republicans rebut those points?
Yeah, of course. So we heard Senator Marco Rubio responded to President Obama's speech. Ang sabi naman niya, kasi nga Washington or President Obama himself keeps on, drumming beat that the government should be the one providing jobs for America, but of course, as far as the Republicans are concerned, ang sinasabi po nila, it is the private sector. Kasi nga mukhang nag-overspend ang President Obama natin at sinasabi nga na he's been increasing the deficit by $1 trillion a year. Yan po ang sinabi ni Senator Rubio. Of course, it's an old tune as far as the Republicans are concerned at makikita po natin na, despite that, ang presidente po natin will keep on, spending at least at tinatawag niya na ito, of course, ay investment.
All right, very quickly, last 2 minutes, and we still have two news stories to discuss. Who is Dorner for people, maybe living under the rock and they haven't heard about this ex-cop?
Of course, alam po tayo kahapon, yung pinanonood po natin yun. Dorner, of course, a former soldier who went to Afghanistan and Iraq, I believe. And then what happened is that nagkaroon po siya while in training sa LAPD, meron pong insidente na inaresto raw at yung pong mga superiors niya po inabusa raw yung suspect na yun. And so he filed a complaint. He issued a manifesto. There was a trial that went on and he got fired from LAPD. And so this began this so many days of going after him.
Yes.
At marami nga po siyang napatay. Hindi lang po 3, naging 4 na po because of one of those injured yesterday in a gunfight and namatay din po later on. So and there was a cabin fire where he believed to have been holed up at mukha nga pong pinatay niya ang sarili niya. Yun po ang paniniwala ngayon and of course DNA test will reveal if Dorner was indeed the person inside that cabin.
Yes, the charred remains inside the burnt-down cabin have not been identified yet, and we're waiting a few days to see if it is positively identified as Dorner. Meanwhile, Ronnie, balita mula sa Pilipinas, nagsimula na ang campaign period. There's two big sides, administration party, and I guess yung tinatawag nilang una, that's being headed by Vice President Jejomar Binay.
Of course, ang Pilipinas po ngayon, as far as its economic standing in the world is concerned, maganda po ngayon ang nangyayari sa ating bayan. Bullish po ang mga investors. So yun po ang programa ngayon ng administration, and hopefully magtuloy-tuloy yan. Kahit na po at by the year 2016, kung mapalitan mga presidente, ay sana po magtuloy-tuloy ang pag-unlad po ng bayan natin. Of course, on the part of the opposition, they're saying that although there is ongoing economic future as far as the country is concerned, pero yung pong ginagawa rin naman po ni Presidente Aquino daw, it's like a lynching of all the opposition, especially like the past president, former President Gloria Arroyo, na kung saan po yung mga dati raw pong mga leaders they're being criminally charged. At ito po malalaman natin kung ano po ang talagang mangyayari, kung puro opposition ba ang mangyayari or puro administrasyon, at of course that will depend on the electorate.
Yes, midterm elections, sabay nagrally ang Team Pinoy at yung una naman nagrally sa Cebu. Meanwhile, Ronnie, thank you so much. Like I said, so many stories, so little time. A lot of more details on their website. Saan, Ronnie?
Oo, balita.com po, At meron din po kaming weekendbalita.com, and of course our broadsheet usasianpost.com.
Thank you so much, and more power to you when we return on Kababayan LA, the Real Estate Buzz.